So let me tell you why the C7 Corvette still kicks ass. So the C7 is the last Corvette that you can get with the manual transmission. Roll your own gears, baby. So let me explain to you why I like the manual transmission and why the C7 kicks ass, because it has a manual. Okay. So first off, I can pretty much pick whatever gear I want to be in at any time, okay? And I can switch between whatever gear I want. Right? I don't have to go up and down the scale, like a paddle shifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or anything like that, right? I can go from 4th gear straight into first gear, right? And this thing has rev matching downshifting, which is really nice. But so when you're driving a manual transmission, you're fully engaged in the car. You don't have time to be tappity-tapping on your cell phone. You don't have time to be sucking down on a 32-ounce Big Gulp or wolfing down a Big Mac. You are driving the car, okay? No distractions. Drive the car. This is what the car is made for. You got to use both hands. You got to shift the gears. You got to use both feet. You don't have time to be doing any of that other bullshit, right? In your in your automatic transmission car. And yeah, I get it. The C8 has the dual clutch, right? But how many people actually drive that in a manual mode? Probably the same number of people who actually buy manual Corvettes, which I think is less than 10%. So yeah, you have your dual clutch. That's faster. I get it. It's a faster car, But what about the actual engagement and the driving experience? What about that? Do you want to be, I don't know, paddle shifting up and down with paddles while you're driving along? I mean, is that as much fun as rolling the gear? I don't think so. Hang on, where's my 32-ounce Big Gulp, man? Oh, yeah. The other benefit about a manual transmission, or another plus in my opinion, is being able to do burnouts at will, okay? There's nothing easier than dropping the clutch in a V8 car and spinning the tires, okay? I mean, this car, 460 horsepower, you drop the clutch at 3,000 RPM, you just light them right up, and it'll just stay spinning them through first gear. Now, with an automatic transmission, what are you doing? You've got to brake torque it maybe with a 460 horsepower engine. You don't have to. You can floor off the line. You can probably get them spinning. But the reality is that, any car, even my Honda Civic, I can spin the tires on that car. Why? Because I can drop the clutch, okay? Now, some people may say, oh, that's really juvenile. Why do you have to spin the tires? Because it's fun, man. This car was made to be driven, and it's fun to spin the tires. It's fun to do a burnout. So, win for the manual transmission in that regard, okay? So with a manual transmission, you can just pick whatever gear you want. And you can go from any gear to any gear. Okay, I can go from 4th to 1st, right? I can go from 1st to 3rd to 5th. Now, I can go from 4th to 2nd. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when we get to 5th gear. Now I'm in 5th, 2nd, and 4th. You can't do that with a regular automatic or even a dual clutch, Now someone may say, oh, but I don't have to do that. I don't really give a shit that you don't have to that in a dual clutch and manual mode, the computer has to figure out how to do that. I guess if you're in automatic mode and you're running in a dual clutch and you're in 4th gear cruising along and you floor it, it's got to figure out, okay, what is the best gear for this to be in? So yeah, the computer's fast. It probably does it pretty quickly, but still, you hit the throttle and there's probably some delay where it goes, oh, let's put it in 2nd gear. Well, to me, that's bullshit. That's letting the car drive for you. Here, I'm driving the car. I have traction control turned off. I don't even need that bullshit, right? I can control my own wheel spin. If I get sideways, I back off the throttle. You know, it's called driving the vehicle. I don't need a car that drives itself down the road. This is a sports car. This isn't a Tesla, you know. My wife's minivan is great. It's an automatic, and you know, if it drove by itself, that'd be cool, because then, you know, you could control the kids in the back that are screaming at you, and you can suck on your big gulp all day long without worrying about driving. But this is a Corvette. Corvette's made to be driven in and enjoy and have fun and row the gears. You know, you can't do that in a C8. So that's that. I mean, there I said it. I said my piece, and I think the C7 is the best Corvette. It's the last of the manuals. It's the last of the front drive engine Corvettes, and I think it's the best, and it still kicks ass. So another thing I forgot about the manual transmission is when you come to a stoplight, you don't have to sit there with your brake, holding your brake hold. You just put it in neutral, and if you're on flat ground, you just take it, you know, you take your foot off the brake, and you just sit there, ready to go. So you're prepared. Not tappity on your cell phone or drinking on your big gulp, right? You're actually driving the car. You're engaged. You're driving the car. You know? Oh, we got a stoplight up here. This is going to be epic. I hope my hat doesn't fly off here when I nail it. Watch this. This is going to be ridiculous. Okay, we're ready for a first to second shift. Okay, right, here we go.